beat. Gorilla on the beat.
Lives Matter shit. That was crazy during the pandemic. And one of my girlfriends, she hit me up and she was like, yo, we gotta do more. And I'm like, what more should we do? Like, we done been to 15 marches. She was like, nah, but we gotta do more. And I was like, well, what else do you want to do? She was like, I'm sick of these cops killing black men. And I was like, but you done had 10 abortions. You've killed more black men than the city of New York City. Like, bitch, all your kids gonna be in heaven. Like, bitch, who was you? Why you marching for them other people? Why you ain't marching for us? And she was white. I was like, damn. You better stop fucking these niggas killing these babies.
Some of you ladies, when you come out that recovery room, we can tell this ain't your first abortion. Some of you ladies be walking too good. Them girls, when it's their first abortion, they be like, Some of them girls come out, I'm going to the club tonight, goddamn. Motherfucking salsa in after the abortion. It's got the unwoundable wound.
Yep. Greetings, you polite savages, and welcome
to Tip Toxic Masculinity, another live stream.
Yeah, it's a toxic masculinity show. All right, so this is what a toxic masculinity show means. Just in case any of the ladies are watching, we don't want to hurt your feelings. But if you are a trifling, low down, dirty scoundrel,
Trifling, low down, dirty scoundrel.
if you're a scallywag, this may offend you. Now, only thing I'm going to tell you is that you got to keep a stiff upper lip and keep on keeping on, because you chose this life. This life didn't choose me.
Wait, what does you mean didn't choose me?
I mean, I ain't a scallywag, so if the shoe fit, lace that mug up and wear it.
I just remember Corey Holcomb talking about on one of his shows where he was like, hey, you're the one that chose me. I'm the one on the couch.
Yeah.
Without any pants on.
It's your fault I'm here. Man, let's just go into that for a second. Like ladies, I'm going to talk to you for 1 second. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, ladies. If you continuously choose Pookies, if you have 4 babies mamas, if you have 4 baby daddies, if you have 4 babies mamas, that's a different show. If you have 4 baby daddy, and each of those baby daddies each got 4 kids, and you sitting here upset because your baby's daddy don't pay attention to your kids. He got 16 other kids he ain't paid attention to. Why do you think you are special? You're not special. Ladies always say this.
What? What do they say?
These dudes, they'll just sleep with anybody.
Well, I mean, that's kind of true. I mean, almost anybody.
But guess what? Guess what, ladies? You were just anybody. You weren't nobody special. You was a bust down. Football season was over, right? They couldn't.
Is it really over when there's widebacks out there, Grover?
And the big backs who get a dude. I mean, listen, bro. This female, heavyweight, talking about, I like you. It was like 5 years ago. I looked her dead in the eyes and said, baby, I do not wrestle in my own weight class. And we are not here to sumo. We're not here to do WE. We're not here to do any MMA. What you could do is take your big back, big foot. You got a size 12 foot trying to mess with me. If your feet are bigger than an average teenage football player.
Are you telling me that you don't wrestle in your weight class,
I
Grover?
do not wrestle with these big backs, bro. I didn't even do jiu-jitsu with them.
Really?
Hell no. The big girl get mountain, look down on you, start breathing heavy and resting. You don't get your big ass off of me sitting here weighing so much.
And you got the north to south pole on you?
And your greasy fish fry smelling self gonna try to get all close. I'm just gonna hold this position. I want to work this out. Okay, can you be paid? If you don't get your big ass off of me, Because like a dude, you can like slap him off. You get off me. I feel you got to be nice. You sitting here like thigh all inside of your face. You're like, listen, bro. I know you've never been close to a man before. I know you a grizzly bear, but I am not a honey-soaked salmon. If you don't get your big
honey-soaked salmon,
listen, with that? It's toxic masculinity. We talking crap today. We talking today. It's toxic masculinity, and we got a lot to talk about. All right, first of all, hopefully it's pinned in the chat. If it's not pinned, it's going to be pinned soon.
Pin it right now. Actually, I was waiting to pin it.
We have.
Congratulations to USA. We're back in the lead with all the gold medals now. I think it's 27 to 25 the last time I looked.
I ain't even been watching the Olympics, bro. I literally paid attention to the Olympics because people was mad at Simone Biles' husband. We're going to talk about that later. But, hey, we got a giveaway. We are steadily approaching 50,000 subs. Got to get the camera control right here. We are steadily approaching 50,000 subs. And so, I mean, as a thank you, what we're going to do, only thing you have to do is 3 things. And we are going to give you Corey Holcomb tickets in your neighborhood or closest to you, whatever. He's on a national tour. He tours all the time. So here's number 1. We just pinned the entry form in the chat. Only thing we need is a real email address so we can email it to you. Like the last dude who won the tickets, I emailed him and the tickets, it bounced back. He gave me the wrong email address. So we need a real email address, number 1. Fill out the form completely. Pick a show after September 19th because the week before that, we are going to have the drawing. So we're going to have a good month. Only thing you got to do is be a public subscriber, sign up, and we will give you the best tickets available, a pair of them, and we will send them to you. We will electronically send them to you, and your friend could go out there. I'm not going to buy you no drinks. Last time, homeboy hit me up. He was like, oh, man, thanks for the tickets, but, you know, it's a 2-drink minimum. I'm like, you dusty dirtbag. Go in and get your tickets. I love you, but, man. But we are not. I don't know why that camera don't like me today. We will not let you down. We're going to give away 2 pairs, 2 sets, 2 pairs of tickets. So it's going to be 4 tickets all together, 2 different subscribers. Only thing you got to do is be a public subscriber. Sign up. We'll give you the tickets. We just want to say thank you. We've been rocking with this Corey content for like longer than a lot of people realize because we.
Yeah, it just didn't hit before.
Yeah.
Now it's all of a sudden it's hidden.
Well, we were
one of the first ones to do it, but we never took off. So.
It was like 2.5 years ago we reacted to Corey Holcomb and we kept doing it just because it was fun.
Yeah.
So people have been rocking with us by then. That's it. So that's a little of the housekeeping.
So the comment is now pinned. YouTube's got to do something with their interface because they got the reactions right over to the top of the comments. But anyway,
excellent. That's horrible. Yeah. But so that's one thing. So that's a little of the housekeeping there. Mm-hmm. Okay. What else? What other housekeeping do we have? We have anything else? Oh, we got these
like and subscribe.
Oh, yeah. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go on and subscribe to the channel. Check out our VODs. Our VODs, we put a lot of work into them, a lot of editing into them. So we just want to do that. And so let's just see how's everyone doing today. What's the vibe in here? How you doing today, Scotty?
I'm doing great. Just a little bit, last minute stress, but it's okay. We're getting there. At least the quality, the audio and the image quality is all right now.
Yeah. So let's get a check right quick though in that chat, folks in the chat there. What's going on, you polite savages? How do you feel about that audio? Can I get a 1 if the audio is popping? If the audio is good, can I get a 1? And if the audio is better than last time, can I get a 100? Because last time, Jesus, I listened to it and I was like, goodness. So yes, if the audio is good, can I get a 1 in the chat, please? There we go. Get a couple of 1s. All right. So we're good. And man, and Sandra, I want to give you a lot of love for being here last time when we had that. We had a monster from the Black Lagoon in the background. I want to give you a lot of love. Thank you for being here. Everybody, thank you for being here. So I want to get right into the content.
Okay.
So
what do we got going on?
Well, first of all, I want to get right into the content.
A lot of news and events.
A lot of news and events. Yeah. So let's bring up the first meme and let's just start talking about it.
Okay. Let me activate here. There we go.
Ariana
Grande, huh?
So okay. So as we know, we do a lot of VODs about child support. And we do a lot of VODs about alimony. Mm-hmm. So, and let me put on my glasses because You know, the screen. I
You
swear to
can't
God,
read that, Grover?
we're gonna have to get like a 65-inch
Hey,
screen.
bro, I'm
for
the
it,
one
bro.
that's Asian here. I mean, I'm supposed to have the,
Yeah, but I
can't see
drive.
well and
I
all
drive
that.
better than you.
Possibly.
I've never been in an
Possibly.
accident. I've never hit anything.
Knock on wood, bro.
I haven't got
saying things
I
like
did
that. I can't
not
have you injured.
I haven't got a speeding ticket since 1999.
Okay. 99?
99, bro.
Bro, honestly, it's kind of hard to believe. You know why it's kind of hard to believe?
What? I'm black.
Yeah. You know exactly where I was going, bro. Like, bro, I get profiled all the time because of my little hoopty car.
Yeah, but you get pulled over and you get super Asian when they pull you
Dude,
over.
almost got 300,000 miles on that car. Anyway.
Damn. Damn, 300,000. You cheap as hell.
Hell yeah.
All right. So Ariana Grande has to pay her ex-husband $1.25 million, his attorney's fees, and half of the proceeds from the sale of their LA home.
Oh, I bet she happy she didn't have kids with this dude.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's gonna be the next. What was it? Britney Spears, Kevin Federline,
Kevin Fed-
2.0.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and you know, that's good.
Oh, we got a super chat by the International
Quiet Storm. What's up, International Quiet Storm, man? And that's a $5. Boy,
$5 holler right here.
boy, what's the $5?
I wish I could get it back. I mean, yeah.
So listen, hey, thank you so much for the super chat. What does he say? Just supporting your polite savages, the International Quiet Storm.
You want me to try to trigger this thing? It might be resized all a little
All right,
funky.
we're gonna trigger. We're gonna try.
We're gonna try. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Yeah, that's not working.
So
That's not working.
all right, so
Okay, so let's go back to here.
so we'll just go back to Ariana Grande. So what do you think? What do you think about that, Scott?
I think it's fair, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a or not karmic. It's in due time where things are starting to be balanced again.
I just think it's
The
equality.
ladies want equality,
It's equality.
and so they
you
have
want.
the equality of payouts
It's
too.
it's the equality you want. You want it to be a man.
Mm-hmm.
You want it to be a man. You chose a bear in the woods over a man. You silly dirtbag. You chose a bear in the woods over a man, and now, well, guess what?
What?
Now you can go be with your bear after you give your man $1.25 million. Half of the proceeds from your house.
Hey, do you think it's taxed?
It's probably taxed.
It's taxed.
It's probably taxed. I know if they're in California, personal injury isn't taxed and stuff like that, but that's probably taxed. But you can only give that up.
Bro, he looks like a dustbin too. Look
Yeah,
at that dude.
dude, that dude is
Look at that
dusty
dude.
as hell. Dusty
Real
as
thin. I bet.
hell.
Anyway,
Well, they all doing. You know what they're doing together?
what's that?
Cocaine. That's what they
Cocaine?
doing. They doing the cocaine together. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, what's his name? Charles White. Yeah. She's doing plenty of cocaine. We're probably gonna get demonetized when I say cocaine too.
Yeah,
right?
I can't say that.
We're not allowed to say
Too
cocaine.
many times,
We're
Grover.
not-
I mean-
Okay.
All right.
How many is too many?
One is too many.
Oh,
So we already gone over it. So.
cocaine. What the hell with it? I mean, all right, so let's go with the next one.
Next one?
All
right.
And this was sure to bring up some.
Oh, look at them legs.
You like that, huh?
Oh yeah, I do like that.
You like
I'm
that?
not gonna lie, bro. I
So
like
do you
that.
know about this story?
I do know about this story.
What do you know about this story?
I know that guy does not got any money, and I know that she's paying for his lifestyle.
Well, no, but- well,
That's
yeah.
what I've heard. That's
all
all
right,
I've
so
heard.
here's the thing, right?
All right.
She has a YouTube channel called.
By the way, I like this picture though.
No,
I
you-
mean, minus the guy, but anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, well, I was about to say, I was about to be like, Paul's. Which
yeah. No,
you like,
no, not that. Not that.
dude looking like Big John Studd from
Yeah, yeah.
WWE in the 80s. You know, get you a big, bro. He done said the N-word plenty of times with the hard R, boy. They get in the argument. Woo, they get in the argument. He N-word proficient.
You don't think they
boy.
play that like weird slave play going on, do you?
Jesus Christ, I hope not. But homeboy right there. Look at that. Look at dude right there. Stepdaddy Incorporated drop the N-word hard when he get mad at her. He be like, bitch,
Is it?
my mashed potatoes
I'm
is
not sure if
lumpy."
I'm allowed to say that. Is it stepdaddy or step zaddy?
But I ain't calling no man zaddy. I don't.
know. Anyway, I guess
So
that's
all right. So here's the deal.
What happened?
She, first of all, she said she grew up in a horrible family. Right. She grew up in a horrible family with a horrible family structure.
Okay.
All right. And when she grew up with the family structure, she said that she had some good grandparents, right? But she didn't have good parents. She didn't know what love is. She married this brother, had 2 kids right away, really young, right? Like by 22, she had 2 kids, right? And then she broke up with him. Now she accuses this guy of never paying child support. But then when Tasha,
not this guy,
some
other dude, right?
Well, we're gonna talk about how she clowned dude.
Okay.
But then Tasha K talked to her, and dude, she said, well, he didn't work forever, but then he started working, and I'm only getting like $400 a month. Why do women do this? Why don't they understand that child support is like what you're ordered? You don't, listen, you put a case on me, you go and get the man on me, I'm probably gonna just give you what they tell me to give you if that's the case. I don't care. I'm sorry, because we could have worked it out. Man, when my parents separated, and it was down the road, it wasn't like they separated when I was like 1 or something. But when they separated, when it was officially over, right? Man, there was no paperwork filed. Mom was just like, look, you gonna do this, this, and this for the boy? My dad said, that sounds right. I'm gonna need this much money a month. And he said, I can do it. And my mom said, and if you don't do it, I'm gonna go get the man involved. And he said,
Oh, go ahead.
And he said, we don't need nobody involved in our business. And mom said that she didn't want to do that. Now listen, they're children of the 60s. They was boomers. They was like, you know, dad was born in Abilene, Texas, and they went through the civil rights movement. You know, dad was born in segregation. They have a healthy, which I consider perfect, a healthy distrust of the government. Both of them. My mom sounded like a liberal, but when it comes to the government, somebody goes, where you from? Where you from? Oh, you can't come in my house, police. Close the door. Warrant, no, bye, click. Nobody will ever go in my mama's house. They will have to kick down the door. They will not go in her house, right? So I don't
Wait, let me ask you. How much was the child support that your dad paid her? Because remember, we had this conversation where you told me how much he paid and then compare it to what the men have to pay child support today.
Oh, no, okay, so, and listen, this is grown folks' business when I was a kid, but I did sneak and look at the check one day because I wanted some Jordans. And mom said, no, I was like, I want some Jordans. And mom was like, you better Jordan your ass, somewhere else. But actually, I think my mom got me the Jordans because I was kind of spoiled. I got good grades. But anyway, I think dad was paying like $300 or $400 a month in the like late 80s. And so you gotta, I think adjusted for inflation, it would be like he was paying about $850 for one child.
Okay.
So it was a good amount. I mean, it wasn't like nothing. Dad also made, it's probably, I can honestly say I've seen his checks before when he was a carpenter and he worked side jobs. So his check was $1,000 a week after taxes. And he got paid every week on a Thursday because Friday we was going fishing and we was going out. We was going to eat dinner at my mom's house. We was going to go out, movies, so then we was going to go fishing the next day. So I was always excited for payday because it's like I got paid.
You're keeping track of his paycheck. I know what's happening today.
Oh yeah, it's like I got paid when I was a kid. Shit, we could go fishing, go hunting, or if it'd be best when it's raining. Boy, we rained out. I don't feel like going out there in that rain, so let's go get us some pizza and go watch one of them stupid movies you like. Pops was one of a kind, dude. Pops was cool, bro. But yeah, so it was decent money. But back to this lady, right? So she puts her first on child support. She complains that he doesn't pay, and then
not this dude.
No. She gets with this guy. And she makes a YouTube channel, and she says,
"Oh, do you think he was required to be able to pay for her kids too?"
Well, that's interesting, right?
Yeah.
Because she said that first thing she said is that she put him through the black wife effect. He's a 6'5" white dude. He didn't have his beard all hooked up, and he didn't wear cool clothes and stuff. But she dressed him up, washed him, put some cologne on him,
washed him,
and got dude looking like she white boy freshed him. But then she started making content, and her content was really saying like basically get yourself a white man. She started getting her divester content on, blissfully divested. I mean, and let me tell you something, divesters, when you come to our channel, I'll talk, I will engage, but as soon as you get stupid, I kick you out because I don't care about you because you don't care about me. Bye. And so she went back to dude, right? And she said quite frankly, that, she got with this white man. He was really working hard. He always made 6 figures her whole relationship. Then she decided they had an Airbnb. They had a house at Airbnb. They brought a new house. Then they had an Airbnb. They decided to rent out their house. They went to Hawaii on a vacation. And white dude is so amazing that he agreed out of the blue to move with her on vacation. Now, I want to give you my whole synopsis of him after this. So then when they go on vacation, they move to Hawaii, the most expensive state in the United States to live in. Because it's not the most expensive rent-wise. It's the most expensive food-wise. Because a gallon of milk in Hawaii costs $7.
Oh, damn. Oh, yeah, because they got to, like, fly that stuff over.
Yeah,
right?
they don't have cows.
Yeah.
They're not enough room to have cows. Rice is expensive. Everything that you think that's...
Except sugar, probably.
Yeah, I'm sure sugar cane. Well, it's probably expensive because it's probably all owned by one person. And so then after this, right, after this situation, he's not working for 4 months while she's pregnant. And she's saying how she's an entrepreneur and this and that.
Oh, he put a baby in her?
Yeah. I think she had 2 babies. And I think he put a couple in her. So the babies, she's not working for 4 months. She's making money off her YouTube channel, which he's highly featured. The only reason why her YouTube channel makes money is because of Homeboy. Because look,
What does that mean?
Well,
like in what way?
Because her whole stint is an interracial relationship, showing it and making fun of black people and getting black women who hate black men to join in on a pile up, right? Which is funny because I go out of my way when we do content. Not to call out, like we go out of our way to call out every type of woman. I definitely go out of my way. It's every type of woman we'll talk about, right? Yeah. And it's like, and examples will have every type of woman of it. So like if we are going to talk just about black women, I'm the only one's going to talk about it.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Unless it's some kind of like broad general
type of... It has to be super broad
general.
But it's not going to be a situation, right? So, I mean, because trust me, it's really easy to make hate. Like, oh, I just hate this, hate that. What I hate is ratchetness. The ratchetness of the woman. That's what I hate. Right? So if you're just ratchet, if you're just a hood rat, if you're
what
just
about reform ratchet ladies like Brittany Renner?
Whatever. She's not. What? I mean, a grift is a grift, bro. If you get, it's a cold game when you go in the Lord's pockets.
Wait. You got to give me a definition of grift because you say before you never used to be like, oh no, you're not grifting. It's just an opportunist. So please explain to me what a grift is.
It's when you're selling something to people and it's useless and it's fake. I'm so tired of people saying you're a grift just because you're lying or you're portraying somebody. No, you're being a hypocrite and you're probably being a carpetbagger if you just show up in a space and you're not from that space, right?
Yeah.
But a grifter is somebody who's a snake oil salesman. Now, people try to argue with me all the time, and I don't care because most of them are stupid. But she's selling snake oil. But the cold part about it is the snake oil that she's selling to people to get engagement. Because if you look at her Instagram page, which the more views that she can get on her Instagram, the more she could charge the brands that she does the booty shorts for and all of this.
Oh, she got a brand of booty shorts?
Yeah, all of the stuff that she has.
Oh, so she's going to be having a hijab on and showing off the booty shorts? I bet you that's going to happen, bro. She's going to be Mia Khalifa 2.0.
But
I mean, probably not that far, but
Jesus.
I mean,
going when she goes into that situation where when she's wearing a hijab, right? Those reels have over 1 million views. And all of her reels before was like 500, 600, 700,000 views for a long time. Been a long time she's gone over a million. What she's doing is just ripping up the engagement. She's selling that to people. That's why I say it's a grift. She's selling that to people so she can make money on the back end. Because she said, "Oh yeah, I still have to like wear these clothes. I'm still, I got to eat. I got to do this and that. I don't know how it's gonna look, but I'm manifesting a new life and this and that." Shut up, ho.
Oh, you know what I noticed? I know we're going on a tangent talking about Brittany Renner here and all that, but
especially
I noticed
since I'm working on a video about it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And then the Nala Ray girl, she's a OF creator who all of a sudden became like found Jesus. And now she's going to be a Christian and everything. So there's a commonality there because you got the people that follow Islam and then you got the Christians, and they both basically come and flock to both these girls and say like, "Oh no, thank God you found Jesus," or "Thank God you found Islam," when in fact like. I don't know. To me, in my opinion, it looks like they're being opportunists.
Yeah,
and they're just kind of like gripping the space. So it's just kind of like, like, can we wait and vouch on them first?
Well, why don't
check
you?
them out?
I mean, how much work do you have to put in to change, right?
Yeah.
How much work do you have to put in to change? So like, all right, so 2020, how much work did I have to put in to lose that 100 pounds?
Well, bro, I mean, you had a pretty big health scare. You almost passed away because
not 2020.
Was it in 2020?
No, that was a 20.
That's when F and F with all that controversy. And you dropped
2020.
Hell weight, bro.
Yeah, because I lost I had MRSA and they couldn't get it out.
Yeah.
because I worked in like gyms, and one of the gyms I worked in was dirty. But no, so I had MRSA. Not the main gym either. I was visiting another gym, and it was filthy.
No, you dropped a lot of weight. We actually have a video of that. Like you about to look smaller than me.
Yeah, it was
I was like, what is going on?
Don't worry, I'm on my way again.
I know. You gotta get that blood pressure down.
I'm 10 pounds from
that big 5-0.
I'm 10 pounds from that weight. I was 50. Shit's about to be 51. Jesus, God, I used to be the young guy. Well, it is hella funny, right? And my wife's probably watching this, and Derek, don't worry, you're in no danger. This young girl could talk to me. You look really good for an old man. I said, get away from me. You look like trouble.
You look really good for an old man.
She said, man, you look really good. How old
what
are
does
you?
that mean?
All right, so no, it's just FedEx driver who came to one of my sites, right?
Okay.
And I'm sitting there and I'm talking to her, and she's like, how old are you? I said, I'm 50. She's like, you look so good for that. I said,
black don't crack, right?
I said, if you don't get your young ass in that truck and drive away, I don't need to talk to you. I don't want nobody to even hear you. Don't give me a compliment. I hate you. It's like, because it's just a problem. They just want something. Like, it's really funny because once you get older, you just see the angle for everything. Like, I was 25, and a cute chick coming to me and start talking to this and that. I'm like, oh yeah, I want to deal with this. Listen, she's probably insane.
It's always the insane ones, bro.
No, that's what you
like.
You know,
you got that fire crotch.
Look how you look. Look how you
see
look.
how happy I am right now. I'm just thinking about all the crazy ones,
What's
bro.
What's wrong with you?
they just know how to do it.
All right, so listen. I know this is entertaining, but let's at least try to stay on track and finish this thing. All right.
So let's go back to.
All right,
are we done with her?
No, we're not. So she got drunk one night and started talking crazy to this dude.
On live stream?
Started talking crazy to him.
Okay.
And I'm actually gonna keep on track here because I'm gonna clip this and put it in there. So I'm gonna actually do a good job on this one.
Okay.
So she started talking crazy about this dude, and the stuff she was talking to him, like, it was typical Aqua Antoinetta, and I'm saying it's not Scott, rhetoric that you can tell that she's just hiding, because in her day-to-day video, she acts like she's just this prissy, perfect woman. She's found a great relationship, and this man, he's so masculine. He's tamed her, and now she knows because she hasn't been in a healthy.
Her?
Yeah, she said.
What does that even mean?
Listen to me. She said, "I've never been in a healthy relationship. I never even seen a healthy relationship with my parents until I met this man." This dude right here, Zaddy, helped her. I don't believe I used the Zaddy word. It's disgusting. He helped her. And then she knew, and he took her little kids in so their kids could look up to this big, tall white man. And then she said, let me give him a couple of more babies because I ain't done yet, and I'm going to keep myself in shape. I'm an entrepreneur. Oh, my goodness. And what happened? This man lost his job for 4 months, and she treated him like dog meat. She was on live talking about, don't act like I didn't put the bow on my Range Rover and it was my Range Rover. Don't act like I didn't put the money down on a house. No, let's just be honest. She's sitting here talking like a straight up hood rat, bro. And I'm like, so you go and you hold this dude up. This dude right here, like on a Lion King when they held up Simba, right?
Just yeet.
It's like they held up Simba. Then you hold this dude up, and then you turn around to this person right here, and on live you emasculate the man. And you know what this dude did?
What?
Give me a camera. This scallywag took it. And that's why she wants him, because he don't have the intestinal fortitude to be a man and say, woman, you don't talk to me like this. I don't care if we're on live, because if he gets up and walks away, she loses everything. If he leaves her, her whole image is gone. She couldn't keep the man she wanted. Her value drops to nothing because her whole image is that of a woman who couldn't get along with black men. She dated 3 black men before. The black men were absolutely not good enough for her. She found super white man. He came in with a cape. He flew down, Superman. And then what happened? You know what he did? He just took it. I would have looked at her and realized I had the power, and I would have said, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to get up right on this live, and I'm going to leave your ass. Since you don't like me, I don't like you. Because this is what needs to happen in the world. Men, don't make the mistake of putting your hands on a woman. This is the ultimate test of a man. If your value is so high that removing yourself from her hurts her more than it hurts you, that is the test of a man. And that is the problem there. So this dude right here, Big John Stud looking dude. I don't care how big you are, how strong you are. I don't care how much money you make. I'm gonna tell you just like this.
What? No.
You ain't shit.
Like that?
Yeah.
Just like that.
So what do you think about that? You
Yeah.
like my analysis?
No, I love you. Did the Reverend Do Wrong right there.
Yeah.
That was a Reverend Do Wrong moment.
I didn't even practice.
I heard
that
you
shit.
started coming out. I was just like, oh,
I haven't did do wrong for so long too. Yeah. I'm probably gonna do wrong on a Brittany Renner.
But it's. Are you?
I don't know. It's a character.
But I think it's kind of crazy though. Like, to tame her. Like, what does that even mean? Like, what are the women saying usually when it's like, I gotta have a man that's able to control who I am or something.
That stupid conditional.
Make me feel feminine. Yeah, there we go. Make me feel feminine. Like, that's crazy.
The number one.
You can't make a 6'5" guy make you feel feminine. What the hell are we talking about here?
The number one thing when I met the wife was I said, "Damn, she's like a woman 24/7. 24/7. She don't play none of that stuff. She don't play the super duper makeup. She ain't got the bat wings on the lashes." Right?
Oh, that's why I got like a Simone Biles personality.
Yeah.
She's very feminine.
Yeah, and
she's out there
she sticks up for her
promoting
husband.
Jonathan Owens and stuff.
Yeah.
Say one day he's gonna be great, and then they're gonna remember him and not remember me. I'm just like, dang, she know how to play that part.
What I really like about Simone Biles is that she recognized that, she wanted a man who was strong.
Not that one. There we go.
Right?
Yeah.
She wanted a man who was strong. She got her a professional football player. What kind of athletes or babies are they going to make? So she's a gymnast, and he's a professional football player.
He's under 6 feet too.
Yeah, he's 5'11".
5'11".
Boy,
I had to check on that, bro.
Hey.
I'm about 5'10" right here, so 5'10" without shoes.
Hey, Hey, man, we didn't give.
Apparently, 5'10" people are short kings now.
We didn't give Mr.
What the hell is going on with that, bro?
5'10" is a short king.
5'10" is a short king now. What the hell?
I know after a while they're gonna be like, "How tall are you, Grover?" 6'1". Oh, you just made it. It's like I will light. I will put some dog poop in a bag, set it on fire, and put it in front of your door so you can step on it. I hate people like you. Anyway, hey Jay Worldwide, what's up, baby? How you doing, man?
Hey, in the house, baby, enjoying the show. Front row seats every single time.
Front
you guys
row
are doing
seats,
great.
yeah.
Thanks for.
I don't think you've ever been in a toxic masculinity show. You've only been in a mansplaining show. You haven't been in like a show when we go in. You haven't been in a show when we go. But whenever I'm really quiet before we go, I just want you to understand I'm gonna go in. If I'm not saying nothing for like 20 minutes before we start, I'm not playing around. Oh no, I'm about to kick some booty. So I want to talk about these Jezebels, these harlots, these. What's another bad word for a woman?
Scallywags.
Scallywags, skanks, who have
Strumpets.
So this is the thing that kills me, right? We did a video earlier, featuring Umar Johnson, and they were straight up. They were straight up mad. Umar Johnson, everybody was mad at all of these athletes who had like white girls.
Yeah.
Now listen, let me tell everybody, I don't do two things to other men. And I don't care. And listen, I got a lot of B1 brothers in the chat, and you know we rock with you. Like, it's really funny because I always have people say, "Well, Grover, you got this guy Scott. Now I don't know if he's white or Mexican. I don't know what he is, but why is he here?" I was like, "Hey, well, check it out."
Bro, I keep trying to tell you, I look ambiguous.
But listen to all of you folks out there. Before I give it into this, only clips that I found was Malcolm X. Every Resident Islam clip. The Jason Black clips, right? The Kevin Samuels stuff when he's talking about the black family. The Farrakhan clips. I think I found the Muhammad Ali clip, though. I think I found that. That's all Scott found it. That's all Scott.
I like black media. I don't know. I grew up with it, bro. That's before the internet took over, and all of a sudden, remember I was talking to you. Like, I used to watch like WB and all that stuff, and is it UPN? Yeah, UPN. It was like all black shows. And I was like, grew up. Then one day it was just all of a sudden like teeny bopper shows, and then you gave me the history. What was the history again?
Well, no, the history is that all of these shows, Fox did it with Rock. Fox actually went after black people and poor white people. So Fox did it with Rock and Married with Children and The Simpsons, right? The WB did it with the Wayans show. Who else was on the WB? Jamie Foxx show, the Wayne show, and Jamie Foxx.
Was Eddie Griffin on that?
Eddie Griffin, Malcolm and Eddie, right? But all these folks, what they did was they try to establish a strong black base, and then they pivot, much like the Democratic Party. They try to establish a strong black base, and then they didn't deliver anything. People.
By the way, we're neutral.
Yeah. I've been an independent for years. It's so funny because when we're going to talk about the Meg Thee Stallion stuff, everybody's like, "Well, I guess you're for Trump, right?" And I'm like, I've never endorsed Trump. Have I ever endorsed Trump?
Never.
Yeah, I don't.
In fact, actually, if Tulsi was running, I'd vote for her, bro.
Dude, like we've supported everyone except the two major candidates, because two major candidates politically, and this is all I'll ever talk about this because it's not a political channel. We can start our own political channel. Everybody except the two major candidates will probably try to do something for you because your vote means more to them. And so I only want where my vote will count. I only want where my vote will be valued. That's the only thing I care about. Everything else, because guess what? They're both, like the great Russell Means, who's a Native American philosopher, and you guys should look him up. He said the right wing and the left wing are two wings on the same bird. So what are you arguing about? And he said that specifically to Democrats and Republicans because the natives would look at you and say, so y'all are actually trusting these people? Didn't you see what they did to us? And so that's this. Now, let me get off the political stuff and let me get back to Simone Biles. So all of these sisters, all of these black women get mad at black athletes, millionaires who date white women. When Kobe Bryant, they drug Kobe Bryant to the dirt. When we did our video about Kobe, and I think that video did actually really well when we did.
Well, when we're that size.
Yeah.
We weren't that big.
No. I'm talking about not the first video, but the last video when we talked about Kobe, and I think we put him in with Kevin Samuels.
Oh yeah.
I think that video did well for us, yeah. But just the reaction of Kobe Bryant. He married an El Salvadorian woman, so they're going to talk bad about me because I married a Mexican woman. Mm-hmm. He married an El Salvadorian woman, and they said definitely that he was a sellout. He did this and that. He never did anything for black people. And then then you Google it and you see pictures of Kobe Bryant like having basketball camps in Philadelphia and all these places and millions of dollars in charity, and he did stuff like he was the major catalyst in L.A. for inner city black girls could play basketball. And
he won an Oscar too, man.
Yeah, and he did it for selfish reasons. He wanted his daughter to have competition so she can get better. So he was a father looking out for his daughter. So anyway, so they always say this, but yet Simone Biles.
Wait, actually, a fun fact: who else has an El Salvadorian wife? Yup. So we got passport bros here in the house. Well, technically, Jason's a domestic passport bro. Both of you guys actually.
Yeah.
Thinking about it.
Yeah, I didn't go nowhere.
Yeah, you didn't go nowhere. They're here. So
I went to Salinas.
Yeah.
It's like Mexico. Bro, I'd be driving around Salinas. I'd be at the place there, and I'd be like, babe, there ain't no black people in this city.
Hey, you can be a domestic passport, bro. Like, the American culture, I know people say, oh, the American culture rubs up on the women or whatever. But if they're really with their peoples, trust me, I mean, it doesn't really happen as often.
Because well, I mean, you'll tell if your woman's looking at this stuff and she's criticizing it more than you are, you know what's up, bro. You know what's up.
She's usually, yeah.
Well, here, I'll give you guys a free game of how to pick a woman. Everybody wants game. Let me give you some advanced social skills. Here we go. If you want a real woman, number one, you find the relationship she has with her father. If she respects her father and her father's a respectable man, if she's seen her father have issues but refuses to talk bad about him as a man. So yeah, this happened, but my dad was always there, this and that and this. And his father and his mother, her father and her mother, have a great relationship, and her mother teaches her how to respect men. You see, understanding how to respect a man comes from your mom. Why you should respect men come from your dad. And people don't understand that. So this is what you do. So all of these dudes, because I hear dudes all the time and they say, you get by, I ain't gonna mess with no American woman. I understand you, an Americanized woman is scary. It's scary, especially if you have means, especially if you're making money, especially if you're doing stuff, because you really have to differentiate. But I tell the story all the time. The first date, when I met the wife, she got a call from her dad, and the whole date stopped. She said, "My father doesn't call me that much. I got to go talk to my dad." Now I was like, "Damn, I'm striking out this bad." She didn't pull the 911 call, the 911 call, like, "Get me out of here," right? But I heard her talking, and she was talking to her dad. And then she said, "I'm sorry, my dad doesn't call that much. He just called to say hi, but I was just nervous, making sure everything was okay." But it was important. Like how I know so many ladies I've been out with that their parents call and they just put it to voicemail. So if she'll put your dad to voicemail, guess who else she'll put to voicemail?
Who?
You. She'll put your ass to voicemail if she puts her dad to voicemail.
Yeah.
Because she don't respect men.
That's some grade A game right there.
Yeah, well, people. Hey, you know what's so funny? Hey, because you actually know me before I was happily.
Yeah, before you were being proper and stuff.
Yeah. All of you folks talking like that, man. I was 450 pounds. I had hotties, boy. I'm tall, but I had them. And now that I look like this, if I was great, no, I'm just playing. Anyway, but this is the crazy thing about Simone Biles, and I'm sorry I'm bouncing around, chat. I know I'm crazy, but this is kind of how this show's going to be. She's a woman who respects her man. She put a medal around his neck. And all of the hyenas came after her.
Yeah. With pitchforks.
And came after him. Take that medal off. What are you doing? What are you doing? And it's just
go back to doing a scorebook for her.
Yeah, and it's like she said, and it's funny because the lady who she went off on, she said, "Oh yeah, you're right. My life does suck." Then she turned around and she said, what's wrong with you? And you miserable pook yak. Like how miserable is your life that like I took a picture with all my family with a medal on. And
for the fact that she took the time out of her day to go and comment while she's at the Olympics winning gold medals.
Right.
And tell her, like, leave us alone. What is your problem?
Well, it's just stupid, man. It's stupid. What are we doing here? Why do you have so much time? I know you ain't got no man. You ain't got no man. And if your man ain't shit, if you with him, and you doing this. Your man is horrible. Your man is garbage. He is dumpster juice. Your man is toilet fish. Your man is the crud at the bottom of the shower. If you have this much time to be all making a video about somebody else's man that you put a medal around his neck, man, it would be different if dude was like choking her, slapping her, talking crazy about her, and then they mad. Oh, he said he didn't know who she was. Dude, she didn't participate in the last Olympics 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? So she wasn't in the news. Her news cycle was she couldn't go.
Yeah.
She was sick. She couldn't go.
And that's the only time I ever heard of Suni Lee winning the gold medal.
Right.
After she won the gold medal. That's the only when I learned about her. So this guy's a professional football player.
So he's a professional football player.
With women getting thrown at him.
But how old is this guy?
I don't know, 20s.
So he's in his 20s, right?
Yeah.
Let's say he's 26 years old. She hasn't been at the Olympics for 8 years. Mm-hmm. So she had one Olympic game. Then she has another Olympic game. She wasn't in the Olympics between her, so he doesn't know. Like, she's not in a news cycle. And guess what? If you really have a life, if you're working really hard, you don't have time for it. I watch less than a half an hour of television a day. On a week, I take a day off a week from content from work, and I may watch some television, but normally I have to do stuff with the family. So honestly, I don't have time for it. And there was an idiot who was conversing with me, and he was like, "Bro, that's cap. You don't know who she is." I said, "I didn't even know the Olympics started, homie.
Yeah.
I'm busy, bruh.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get that paper. What are you doing with your life that you got so much time?" Only reason I even looked at Simone Biles is because I did a story about her. I did a video. Man, you sorry succotash salamander, no count Pookie. Man, get it. If you got this much time and you ain't got no money, go work for an extra 4 hours part-time. What's wrong with you, brother? What's wrong with
Succotash salamander?
Man,
did you really say that?
Yeah, bro, dude, it's low. Your value is low. I'm sorry, bro. Please don't get nobody pregnant, because your kid's allowed to have a baby arm or something. Something wrong with you, bro. Kid, come on,
good?
Baby arm.
A little baby arm?
Yeah. So what do you think about the Simone Biles stuff?
What do I think? I mean, the fact is, okay, they want a top percent man, right? Mm-hmm. He's a professional football player, high status. He's visible. I mean, without the helmet and stuff. He's athletic. He's almost 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
You know? And they go out of their way to emasculate him because she has more accolades than he does. The craziness of how the hypocrisy is that now, okay, he's a top value man, but the fact that she's got more status means that he's beneath her.
It's weird, man.
That is super weird. Then, so who really is good enough for Simone Biles at that point? Well, so basically, are they telling me that someone that is good for Simone Biles is actually superior than Simone Biles? So then we go back into that weird little hypocrisy of the argument. It's like, oh, well, it shouldn't stop her shine or her glow or whatever.
Man, the truth is, as a man, you're going to have to date down. Your woman needs to admire you. Yeah. Your woman needs to admire something about you. Now, it doesn't have to be money, right? It doesn't have to be money because the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, his wife was richer than him. But she felt like he was wise. She felt like he had a lot of wisdom. Yeah. Right? So like you
definitely a lot of influence.
Yeah, you gotta have something that she admires. So if you're like a super athlete, she has to admire that. If you're smart, she has to admire that.
And she did, man. She said in the video that she went out of her way to message him first.
Exactly. Know why? Because she looked at him and she said, I know what I like.
Yeah. I want that DNA. She want them genetics.
So I don't even know why people have a problem with dude.
Those zygotes.
I don't know. I don't know. What that word mean?
It's a part of the sperm DNA or whatever. I think that's what it is.
Why'd you do this when you did sperm? What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
What's wrong with you? Never do that and say that word.
Grab by the coochie.
Oh, now you Donald Trump Jr. Okay. Jesus Christ. So man. So that's just one of those things, right? It's one of those things that I really don't understand, but only bitter women do stuff like that. Hey, did you hear about that, Jay, with Simone Biles?
Nah, I don't watch as much TV as you, my man.
No, why? Because you got work to do. Because you got work. You got so much work to do. You got all kinds of stuff.
With the wife at home. That's it.
And your wife is like, I'm gonna have to ask your wife. Do you, Jason's wife? Are you working? Did you know about Simone Biles? Did anybody know about? Anybody care about Simone Biles? This is probably a stupid story. Well, hey, at least 60,000 people cared about it. But all right. So listen, we got a video to react to. Then we'll,
video?
We got a video to react to, read some comments, and we'll be out.
All right, just give me a second here. Let me activate some things.
Activating things.
Yeah, okay. All right. Play it?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Give me a second here.
Now, I know my ladies in the crowd love their body. Real hot girl. And if you want to keep loving your body, you know who to go for. Hey! Hey! I got here for your friends. If they pretty, who ain't telling none of them who ain't sake in their mouth. If you love your body, I mean you must love. And if you want to keep loving your body, let me hear you must love. Hey! Watashi wa stop. Kira. Now, know my ladies in the crowd love their body. And if you want to keep loving your body, you know who to go for. Hey! Hey! They gon' keep it in this me on my feet, make it in me through the quarantine. I'm very well, come out and shoot him. Hey, hey. I get money, I'm a star. Yeah.
お金稼ぐ俺らはスター。
お金。
Pretty obvious, right?
Yep.
So it's the whole rage. The whole rage was that, Kamala or whatever she calls herself, Harris. She had Meg Thee Stallion at a political rally. And listen, I don't care about the politics at all about it, because honestly, I don't care. What I care about is that this is the best that you think that we could do. Get a black woman up there, and the only thing she's good for is shaking her ass. And this is, and like, I don't understand why more women aren't upset. Why more women aren't like, well, why did, like, What else? Who else could we have got up there as a representation of young women who to get young people up there? I mean, to talk. I mean, I know she tried to put in a message, whatever she believes in, but like, first of all, she's from Houston, there in Atlanta. Out of all the orators in Atlanta that you could get, I guess if you're going to get a musician, but just like Malcolm X said, why are we as a culture having musicians represent us anyway? Why are young people, voters, having these musicians represent them? It's just something that it's not serious.
Yeah.
And then when you go up there, and of course, there's booty shaking, there's thought pocketing, there's this and that. You're doing a TikTok dance. It's just not a serious function. I'm sorry. Quavo came out there, he had a damn blouse on. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, yeah. By the way, man.
Nipples all out.
I mean, when I first saw that, bro.
Away, Quavo.
So I was watching. I was watching the Black Authority, right?
His nipples, he was watching.
So I was watching. I was watching the Black Authority.
What the hell were you doing watching the Black Authority, Scott?
I was just watching the Black Authority, and I saw Quavo go on, and I'm just like, wait a second. So Meg Thee Stallion's got a masculine business suit that looks like a feminine thing going on there, but then Quavo looks like he has this like. Okay, so when I saw him wearing that like see-through dress shirt and what looked like pearls or whatever, it kind of reminded what Michelle Obama wore like back then. She wore like a black dress and she had like white pearls in there.
Are you saying Quavo had the Michelle Obama hit kit?
Yeah, I mean, kind of looked like that, bro. So that was the first image that popped in my mind. And so, okay, before this, me being non-black, surprise, surprise, right? The whole like, getting in dresses and stuff.
Be careful. You know how they gonna treat you.
I know, but the whole getting in the dresses and stuff, like us as non-blacks, we don't really, Robin Williams was in a dress.
Yeah.
Multiple actors have been in the dresses. So for us, we're just like, oh, what's the big deal? Yeah. And then that's when you educated me about.
It's just like, look, it's easy. Listen, when you're not where you should be, you at one point you have to stop, and you have to just demand better. I listen. A lot of this stuff be on us, bro. Us as people to just demand better. Like a lot of this stuff be on us, and I'm not saying no. You can make a choice not to be in a dress, or if you're gonna do it,
was it a dress? I mean, it just looked very feminine.
Yeah,
it was like a very feminine attire.
All of this blurring of the gender lines, and all of this stuff. I mean, do it whatever you want, right? But at one point, it's like I remember when the first time. What was his name? Slim Thug came out in a dress, and I'm like, he gonna shoot somebody though. He's Slim Thug, right? Oh, not Slim Thug. I'm sorry. Young Thug, Slim Thug from Houston. He slapped a dog mess out of me, saying I wasn't in no dress with a big ass beard, but a Young Thug, right? So when I seen that, I didn't trip on it. I was like, I almost knocked my computer over. I was like, all right, whatever. Dude's in a dress, right? And then I just started seeing more and more people wear dresses. And I was like, what's going on here? And then I seen like people wearing nail polish and stuff like that. And man, do you realize that back in the day, if you had 2 earrings, man, you was getting like beat up in high school. It's like, man.
Speaking of which, Noah Lyles had his nails polished.
Yeah.
He's the sprinter who won the gold medal.
Right. Yeah. And he was like, talk bad about this. It's like, man, shut up.
Trying to be primetime.
Yeah. So what? So you got your nails polished. Good, man. Hopefully your G-string ain't too tight on. I don't care. But what I'm saying is that at one point we got to start wondering what's going on where like you're putting all the prominent figures and then the other people who are actually should be prominent are being suppressed. And that's what my issue really is. Like, because where's the I know like they say athletes, right? So where is the prominent orator for us who's not being uplifted? And just for in general, right? Just for in general. But we like as a society, we look at actors and everybody too much. And a lot of people in the comments, they're always like telling us like, why are you doing so many actors and this and that? Stop worshiping these actors. Like, for full, it's content. Shut up. Yeah. And another thing
it's YouTube for entertainment, man.
Yeah. We are literally an entertainment channel. Oh, this is what I wanted to say. Here's what I would say. Stop expecting me to be a journalist. I did not go to journalism school. I went to business school. Rule number 1 of business school is to make money. Now, I'm trying to make money and like Trojan horse a good message in there because I got some morals and I was raised right. But in general, I'm not a journalist. I don't even know anything about journalistic integrity. I try to tell the truth. And sometimes it comes back, it's not true. I'll retract it. But I don't have a fiduciary responsibility. I'm not bonded by the government to be totally accurate. A lot of stuff you don't need my opinion on. That's why I don't do a lot of politics. This is the most politics you'll ever hear from this channel. Know why? Because I don't want to be like Ja Rule on 9/11 when MTV went to him and say, Ja Rule, what do you think? Nobody cares. Nobody cares what Ja Rule thought. Nobody cares what Grover from THPPP Network thinks about a lot of stuff. That's why I stick in my lane. The entertainment, the funny stuff, and then a little social commentary sprinkled in, and then maybe try to get a message on, make some funny comparisons. Hopefully you enjoy it. But stop expecting me to talk about every damn thing. Somebody was like, did you see the blasphemy from the opening ceremonies from the Olympics? No, fool, I work 70 hours a week. I ain't seen no opening ceremonies. I didn't even know the Olympics was starting until you popped up out of nowhere. I'm going to quit watching all you YouTubers. Man, you need to get off YouTube in general if this is bothering you. What is wrong with you? I know you ain't got no woman. I know your dog don't even like you, homie. Your dog hates you. Your dog only uses you for food. Everybody in your life is using you because you're stupid.
It's pretty harsh to say the dog doesn't even like him, man.
Yeah, I know.
That's like, that hurts, bro.
Yeah, it is like the old tip style where it was just rant after rant after rant. Like year one, dude, where we might, hopefully we don't get canceled. I would say stuff, you'd be Jesus Christ. But what do you think about the hotties for Harris?
Well, besides the whole Quavo thing,
just the whole thing, like the dancing.
So
stuff.
the thing is,
don't tell me how much you like Meg Thee Stallion's booty or anything like that.
She got a body, bro. Like anyway, that's all I gotta say.
It's gotta be like body, yada 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 yada.
Well, I don't know, man. I think it's just a bunch of like theatrics because you got Hulk Hogan too, right? With Trump and all that.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess it's like it's the historical record of foundational Black Americans, what they had to deal with in history. I think a lot of people just that are non-blacks have a hard time wrapping their mind around that collective history. And so when they see something like with Megan Thee Stallion, to them it's like, well, it can't be that serious.
Well,
it's
yeah,
whatever.
So I think what you're saying is like things mean different things to different people. So to me, I see Megan Thee Stallion, I think about this is soft shooning and cooning. And you're like, but Megan got a nice booty. I like it.
Well, I mean, okay, so Kamala Harris, I mean, let's just say that.
You lived in the Bay Area, bro.
I live in the Bay Area.
You know.
My parents have worked around her, like in the superior court systems. She's a prosecutor down there in San Francisco. So, like anything about Gavin Newsom. Anyway, like I don't want to even talk about it. But like,
yeah, but it's it ain't what you think it is.
What about the Eddie Griffin clip where he was like, "Kick her in the head." Now all of a sudden she wants to code switch and go back into I'll let you finish that off.
All right, listen. Well, there's one thing I'll say, and I know this for sure. I've heard Miss Harris speak several times in person. She does not say "walk it like I talk it" or none of that stuff. When she said that, I was like, wow. I was like, wow, you over here.
Girl. Who is she to do that? Taraj.
I've been on these streets.
I've been on these streets. Yeah, that's what she said. I've been on these streets. Yeah. She's on the streets.
The comedy of it.
That's for sure.
The comedy of it. You was on the streets.
Downtown Willie Brown.
Slick Dick Willie,
Montel
boy.
Williams.
Shit, come on now, man. Why are you trying to make it sound like she was on the casting couch?
Bro, I mean...
Call her Jawbone.
There's going to be a lot of thoughts working on the White House line if she wins, bro.
Yeah. Hey, man, you remember Howard Stern's show when they used to have the Kabasa lady?
Oh, yeah. What is that supposed to mean, bro? What are you trying to say?
Kamala Harris deep throating Kabasa. But you know what?
We have no political affiliation here.
But listen.
Just another reminder.
But Trump's wife is an ex-playmate, bro. It's all
you
stupid.
can see her nude online.
Like, you can see her goodies, dude. You can see her woohoo,
and
man.
I searched it. What?
Hey, Scott,
I want to see the Madam President nude.
Hey, Scott was like, and I searched it. What's wrong with you, bro? Man, I don't listen. All right, so How long have we been going, man?
Hour 12 minutes.
Jesus Christ. Hour 12 minutes. So it's just about an hour.
So that we got one more. What do you want to do?
Nah. God, let's not get any more demonetized. But listen, like I want to thank all of you guys for rocking with us for this show. Yes, it's intentionally we keep the show short because we want it to be poignant. We want to have a lot to talk about, and I'm not here just to stretch time. Like a lot of times I see a lot of you live streamers, and there's no shade.
You trying to call people out, Grover?
Yeah, man.
What's wrong with you?
People be up there 3 to 4 minutes, and they don't even have a show planned. They just go on and just start talking and chopping it up. Then they're like,
I mean,
right,
some of our older content was kind of like that.
Yeah,
we were kind of asked for that.
Yeah, but
though,
we learned.
Yeah.
Then it's like, okay, I don't really have a show, so let's bring up 9 people and let's argue. And it's like, that's not what we want to do here, right? Mm-hmm. So this show was actually planned for last week.
Yep.
But we had such technical difficulties. But I do want you guys to know something. And this is what I'll tell you before I leave.
Before we leave, Grover.
Yeah. This is what I say. Before we really, I know I'm so self-centered.
Yeah. Egotistical.
We've strived to make. And I don't have empathy either. Fuck all y'all. We've strived to make changes and improve our situation. We're in a very good situation here. A lot of love. J Worldwide
Studios.
Yeah.
Yep.
We have. Well, I mean, a lot's going on for the channel. A lot of people, some sponsors, some people wanting to do business with us. And we've been very selective. I got to say, we've been very selective of who we've accepted. I actually turned down somebody today I didn't even tell us about. Turned down all of the fake nigga cigarette people or whatever they were. We turned those down. It was the all natural,
like Fluent, type stuff.
Yeah, whatever. The all natural. So basically, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to have a representation of stuff that's useful to our folks. So we got a couple of things, a couple of integrations coming. But
check the links down below too.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't really call them out because nothing's sponsored or anything.
Right.
But you want to try help and support the TIP network here.
But if
and help us with J Worldwide TV Studios funding.
Right, because we're actually being, we're
getting some pro bono work.
Yeah, we're actually getting a lot of love here.
Yeah, I get a lot of love.
But one thing I'll say, folks, is that next time we'll have some bells and whistles for super chats. We'll have some bells and whistles just when we talk and stuff like that. We'll have to get that figured out and integrated. But in general, the last thing I really like to say is that regardless of where you go, regardless of what you do, I mean, try to do whatever you're doing with integrity. And, stop taking everything so damn serious in the situations where you think everything means something. Because I'm going to tell you guys about this election. I see people, killing each other over the election.
Talking about, conspiracy theories?
No. I just see people, going crazy over the election. And, this one lady came to me and she says, how can you stand it if this person wins or if this person wins? Both sides. And I tell everybody simply this. Born in 73, so I lived through the Reagan years. And I lived through the recession in the Reagan years and the high inflation when I was a kid, right? I moved on into the Bush years with the Desert Storm War. I moved on into the Clinton years, right? And we started the Clinton years with a recession and ended on a high note, but I went through all of the Monica Gate and everything, and I remember being a young man watching that and living in Europe.
And that's not even counting all the
bombing,
big events that happened before that.
Rwanda. We went through the savings and loans crash. Then we went on in the year 2000 to the .com crash where I lost a lot of money that I had invested as a young man. And so I basically started over. Then I went through, as a person, I just seen the Bush years, right? With the tortures in Iraqi and the deserts, Desert Shield or Iraqi Freedom or whatever it is, right?
Yeah. Desert Storm was the first one,
Yeah, and then in 2008, we went through the big recession or the Great Recession or whatever, depression or whatever the hell it was, where
they don't have a term for it.
Yeah.
It's depending on how it fits their agenda.
It was called Bohica. Bohica. Bend over, here it comes again. That's what it was called.
To the average person,
And I remember all the money I had saved up from 2001 until 2007. I lost it all, and I saved 75% of my salary during that time. I lost it all, everything gone. Right? Where was in Lehman? I was like Lehman and Goldman. that I had invested in, and AIG, which AIG actually came back partially. You know, but I did panic sell, so you know I panic sold for like $15, so AIG came back, and then you know we went through the 2020. Man, I ain't scared of whoever gets elected because I've been through all of this stuff.
Yeah.
You guys should be more dependent on yourselves than the dang president anyway. And if you depended that much on the president, then you just soft, sorry, and really don't deserve what you got because you worried about somebody else to give it to you. I mean, ain't none of them going to try to do nothing for you if they don't got to, because that's the way the world works. The world only operates off of fear and finances, either fear of finances or financial fear. That's it.
Fear, finances, and big booties.
That's what your world operates off of, Scott. Big booties. Big booties. So, hey, folks, thank you for rocking with us, you polite savages. Jay Worldwide, you got any last words?
In the house, baby. Enjoy the show.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Jay is like the most positive dude in the world. You're like, hey, everything's good. You've been out here talking about booty and cheddar for an hour. It smells like butt cheeks in here because it's hot and everybody's sweating, but I'm happy. All right, what about you, Scott?
Oh yeah. Thanks, Self-Made, for the t-shirts here.
Let's get the white shot. Self-Made. Self-Made was our first mod. Gave us some t-shirts.
Awesome t-shirts. I like the logo.
Wait, should we talk about
what?
The work.
The work. What's the work?
Self-Made.
Nah, it's fine.
All right,
That'll be all right.
Yeah. So, hey, thanks, Self-Made. And hey, guys. So, only comment I have to ask, only thing I have to ask yourself. Well, I have to ask you two things. Number one, what do you think about the studio? I think the studio looks absolutely amazing. I think it's a great setup. I think it has the right stuff in it. Some more neon because I'm a maniac.
We need more bells and whistles.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not sure
it's
about
not even halfway done. I mean, we have to
I don't
turn
know, I
on all
like
the
that
other
good vibe,
lights.
You really like this?
Yeah.
I mean, it's Gerardo's, but I don't know, man.
Oh, you want to turn on the?
I like this Never Give Up.
You want to turn on the sky?
This Never Give Up's good.
Yeah, let's turn on the sky right quick before we leave.
Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to plug it in.
Oh, then we're not going to turn on the sky.
Yeah.
Don't offer stuff when we can't turn it. Jesus, what's wrong with you? All right, so guys, that's one thing I want to tell you. You know, the world operates like that. And there's just one more thing I want to ask. I just want to ask everybody
What's that
thing.
one question?
I want to ask one final question.
Burning question?
Burning. Well, is it burning?
The clap?
Is it burning? Like when you go to the toilet, are you scared?
Well, luckily, I haven't had to deal with that situation, so.
So I got to ask you one burning question, folks. You never get it right.
I know. I'm blanking right now.
You don't know.
I'm not supposed to say, "Can you handle a tip?" Right?
Yeah.
Am I supposed to say that, or is that
Just
there's nothing before that?
Go. I want to ask yourselves one burning question. Can you handle the tip? Boom. Booty in your face. We're out.
Peace. Hit the